consequential week for the economy, a Fed meeting, tariff deadline, jobs report.
We are not expecting any movement in interest rates.
Well, I'd love him to lower interest rates.
We are going to get the big jobs report come Friday. That raised a red flag to me.
Super interested in how all this affects the stock market.
Fire, you have minutes before everyone panics and the government, well, quasi, not even government, is going to make some big decisions about your life and this amazing economy. I would say Powell is stuck between a rock, Trump, and a hard place, the truth, which actually there is none. All the media, I got to get to this. I don't know if you caught it. There was a shooter and they're like, so there's this, okay, so we're going to describe him for you. It is a white male, but it gets even crazier in a minute, because right now we got to focus on this booming economy. Everyone's out there, you know, those job openings. Oh, it's currently off the screen, but it is good. So if it is so good, you cannot cut rates. Also, I will show you exactly what they're going to do. Also, Jerome, I know you're focused on 2% mandate. Anything above that is inflationary. You can't cut, brother. We're not at 2%. Actually, I would ask you to go ask anyone. Is anything up just 2%? 3%? 10%? I'll even give you 20%. How about you trying to build something? You know, you're like, okay, lumber. Okay, this is, what are they over budget? In the billions? See, Jerome, things, I feel like that note says like you're an idiot. Things are expensiver now. So those things called budgets, you know, where you're like, meat is going to be this much. Orange juice is going to be this much. Oh, well, hey, look, everything's billions of dollars more. Not your 2%, so you can't cut. Oh, and how about that stock market thingy? All-time highs. Cut rates. I mean, am I missing anything? Is there anything else that all-time highs? Oh, crypto, Bitcoin, all-time highs, everything, housing. Well, except that ain't moving anymore. Actually, this is the worst spring selling season in 13 years. But it's okay. You just keep looking at your numbers. Don't even worry about stories like Spirit Airlines to furlough. Sorry, Spirit, you'd furlough all of you. Sorry, if you work for Spirit. I would personally just rather walk. 270 pilots, especially, it's funny, I got off a flight and one of the pilots, Bravo, come here, let me get a photo. So I have to be careful with making sure I say nice things. But I don't know if you caught this word, lower, due to lower. It's summer. How is it off season? This is booming and everything is broke, empty, Vegas, you name it. The hub of everything, all the places. Where's all the people? But here is the truth. The economy is a dumpster fire in the toilet. Now they're going to say everything's great. Okay, we're going to set that aside. Inflation is ripping everyone's face off. Let me try to explain how this works, their inflation thing. You buy this a few years ago and it was $10, but now it's $100. Wow, that's a lot. But now over the course of the last few months, it's only gone up a few percent. So no, Johnny Bravo has not come down, nor has inflation. But all the Fed wants to do is look like they're in control. They have no control, except they're not part of the government. And the one control they do have is controlling this guy. Okay, well, at least he won't fire us. And I wonder if now people are starting to wake up to the whole Fed fantasy thing where it's like, wait, I thought it was the government. Breaking news articles, why a make or break week looms for the U.S. economy. Americans asked to Venmo government to pay off national debt. Just all of this is just so stupid. Actually, I could probably read these things and find out about the economy. So Americans are bracing for what could be one of the most consequential weeks for the economy. No, the economy's in the dumpster. It's dead. It's gone. Poof, it's done. Just forget about it. And it doesn't matter if you think Jerome, by cutting an overnight lending rate, is like, oh my goodness, now you can have that job. But I'm sorry, chase the squirrel. California burger chain founded by Kevin Hart abruptly closes all locations because the economy is so good. But let's head on over to the chart so I can show you whether or not the Fed's going to cut. And I actually had a picture of Gucci up just to let you know. It's everything. Shopping, Gucci sales dive as Kering label faces another design challenge. No, it's not a design. Well, your designs, you need to fix some things. But other than that, people ain't shopping. So even the people who make money aren't making it anymore. Look at this. Even top earners. You can't go out there and buy your Gucci. Sorry. Even top earners are falling behind on the credit card payments, credit and car payments. And you guys are top earners. And then Sapphire, what? You're $7.95? Well, that doesn't look very disinflationary to me. But if you want to know what the Fed's going to do, don't look here. Sorry about your stock market. I'll get into that. It shouldn't be a very good your August. We're almost, can you believe it? You guys Christmas shopping yet? But all you do is you come up here to the pink one. See the pink one? I labeled it pink. It's the 2-year. This is what the Fed, this is all they do. This is about to get crazy. The Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve. Look at this. They have 500. They have 500 researchers, all Democrats. They have 400 PhDs, all Democrats. 900 people. This is what they look like. Okay. Jag Hill, Robert, Travis. I'm sorry. I could do this all day. Is this guy 15? Hold on. What is wrong with you? I mean, those eyes do not blink. Oh, and with that comment, I'm going to get in trouble. I'm going to get in trouble. Guys, just click. And I'm going to turn off everything except for 2 lines going all the way back to the 80s. Do you see how they like hug each other? The Fed is the orange one up here. And they cannot be below the blue one because then it looks like they're losing control. You could go below the blue one because because you know the blue one can only go to 0. Again, all this is a federal funds rate that the banks can loan to one another, which it really doesn't even matter, but they want to be able to have a ticket to show up at the bond auction, play their little arbitrage game with your money that is in your bank account. But here, do you see, when are they going to lower it? The blue line needs to get a move on. See right here, up there? When it was way up there, look, orange line, way up there. Blue line, way down here. They're like, okay, we can cut. And the same goes for raising. Once rates take off, they're like, well, let's wait. Let's hold on. And then everyone always says the same thing. Oh, they're so behind the curve. They're not behind the curve. They just don't want to look like idiots, which causes them to always look like idiots. So what was here, right here? Oh my gosh. So rates go down to how much for 22% right here. That's when Jerome's like, okay, we'll lower. But you don't see that happening here. This blue line needs to go below my shoulder. I mean, maybe a few months ago, they're like, oh, wait, it's coming. Never mind. Scratch that. Also, if you want to bet on this, you can do my futures course. I will run a 1-second sale for $199. If you are a new believer in all these lines things, because it actually works, grab my 1 million course. Even has the AI stuff, step by step. You can be a complete idiot. That one's $299, and when the market sells off next month, it should, you could take advantage of it going down. Yes, I'm letting in 10 people a day. Yes, it is password locked. If for some reason you get the golden ticket in your email, just know there were only 9. You were the 10th. I'm only allowing 10 people a day to break this thing. So far, with everyone on our teams, no one has been able to. And all of my digits, I promise, have gone up. Because when you take my stuff that I know, my trading bots, we have bots. I have bots. People create bots. And then you put AI on top of it. Oh my gosh. But before you do that, I need you to know how to trade. I don't want you just like, okay, click the button. Just look, it should all go up. What if it goes sideways? Also, if you want to bet on this, it's TLT. That's the bond market. Where are we going here? That line, it's still there. It's like that left and right shoulder played out. Not that bad. But for you investors out there, I think you're safe. You're safe to go. Oh, you have a negative divergence here, which that's actually a bad thing. So never mind. Never mind. Leave TLT alone. It might go lower. What I just did right there, things that you need to learn about, that's going down. While TLT from here is going up. And this is actually on the weekly. So I say, Come on, man. So that Head and Shoulders might actually play out. And I cannot catch a break. Thank you, Stephen Van Meter. But the good news is I really don't put too much. I mean, okay, yeah, it's a negative divergence. It's not like end all be all. Let me turn on my Bravo Kit Pro and see, is there anything here saving TLT, the bond market? Not really. Your 200 screaming down. It's like there is so much pressure lower. It's like, we can do it. Help Bravo out so he doesn't have to wash trade in December. Again, if you don't know what any of this is, it's all in the course. I promise. It's a really stupid move that investors do. They peace out in December. They take a loss and then oh, hey, look, taxes, government, I'm taking a loss here. And then in January, they buy it back. And these are bags I would just like to stop holding. Oh, also, for those of you that are in major indices, once again, now this is on the weekly. Look at that red line. That's it. That is it. Purple, red line, swing up, take profit. You're going to, next month, you're coming down, baby. But again, Bravo 9, you want to get one candle close below that, and then you could short it. And y'all ain't there yet. Also, I come bearing warnings. You know, my bull market watch list, stocks go up. We all ride it, just like I just showed you. It all goes up. Guys, I have to raise the price. Right now, it's $1 a day. It's too cheap. All my other watch lists up. If you were even thinking about grabbing that, it done kaput. But now, breaking news, back to the economy. It's so strong. There was one other thing about the housing market. I left this one out. Newly built homes are cheaper than previously owned homes. Wah, wah, wah. Hey, you guys that are selling your houses, you may want to lower the price because the new ones are now almost $34,000 less than, yeah, you want to keep going, even though no one can afford this. It's all basically a moot point. Even if Jerome, go ahead, lower rates. Ooh, doubt all those college kids getting out of college are going to run out there and buy a new house. And I was just talking about the stock market. Careful for next month. The stock market's worst month is coming up. Should you sell in August? No, just click you're now in the bear market course, $2.99, and because you got that one for free, or you do nothing and you let the computer click it. Should you sell in August? No, just follow the dang charts, Mark. And investors frustrate me almost as much as like this Cincinnati police chief. Listen to just nothing that she says at all ever, right? It's like, blame the whitey. Actually, I think she's being sued for that. And she blames the media for that violent black mob attacking the whiteys. Yeah, it was probably the whitey's fault. Oh, and the lies and the propaganda. Listen to the media. This was yesterday, and it's really sad. People lost their lives. This guy right here. Female? White. We have a white female, and I got to cover all that stuff. But let's listen into CNN.
Who he is?
Who is he?
They do not know who he is. They know he is a male, possibly white. He's wearing sunglasses. He appears to have a mustache. And that picture has been distributed to every police officer in New York City.
So you guys are safe. It's this white guy with this mustache. And when finally the media is like, oh, okay, so we scratch that. Investigate, developing story. Shooter was factually, okay, so that's a fact, Arabic. Ooh, did you just say that? But morally white. Because when people do bad things, it's obviously because they're white. Oh, and this stuff that you guys are watching on TV, she's hot, sorry. This is actually Nazi propaganda. That's what they're saying. Sydney Sweeney's American Eagle ad is being slammed as Nazi propaganda. I can't go anywhere. Oh, so here's TikTok in case you wanted to.
Fascist weird. Like Nazi propaganda weird.
Thank you for that. And with that, I am so sorry, guys. Please turn off the TVs. Maybe consider subscribing. And with that, I love you. I will see you tomorrow.